World. How we doing out there? Is everyone hanging in? Let's light a little smoke. Well, not gonna lie, guys. I did try my very best to get some readings in 6 or 7 times. I myself have been bitchy from the time I woke up until just recently. Just moments, well, not moments, probably about, I've been bitchy free now for about 40 minutes. Ooh. How you doing out there? Here, let's put some hearts. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, we're just cruising right on in to this full moon in Aquarius. It's the Lionsgate portal tomorrow. I was just briefly giving a quick listen to 13 Moon. Andy was talking about the portal. I'm gonna watch the rest of that in a bit, but there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. I can feel it. I'm really feeling it. Yeah, sometimes you do the best you can, and it's still like dog turd hill. You know what I mean? You're seeing the smiles now. I can assure you, it was not fun and games and smiles and chuckles all day. But you show up, you do the best you can. So, now that, you know what it was? I had some carbs, butter chicken and rice. It lifted my spirits. Sometimes it's all it takes, isn't it? Just a little snack. Yeah, you want to know how to fight demons? Have a carb. Have some ice cream about it. I did not have ice cream. That would have really lifted my spirits. We probably could have been out of this bad mood. Yeah, I've already mentioned. I'm going back to eating just whole foods. Oh, she's hard. Sugar is a mean mistress. She's got me all fucked up. Like, I can literally feel my head. It feels fractured. Oh, the mood stabilizers. Okay. And then plus we have just everything. There's just nothing surprising anymore. There's just nothing surprising anymore. Well, that's not true. Love is surprising. Okay. Well, like always, I usually have a million things I want to talk about. I feel really called out, actually. I was just watching some videos. I don't know what made me look up INFP. I'm an INFP. If you're unfamiliar with it, INFP means it's based on the Myers-Briggs model. Oddly enough, I'm totally into astrology. Western astrology is fairly great. Don't get me wrong, like, obviously a Gemini. But where I have been, I have felt the most understood, seen, and had my mind blown. Vedic astrology, Myers-Briggs. It's got me locked in. Anyway, I was just watching, what was that guy? Anyway, he was talking about, what an INFP needs in a partner. And then there was a video right underneath. Both had me laughing hysterically. I was like, touche, you read me to filth. Anyway, perhaps some of you, I would really recommend, sometimes you need to revisit it. Yeah, it's the most I ever feel seen. And then as they were talking about it, I was like, oh. And then I was thinking about my favorite partners outside of astrology. And you know what? They were all ENFPs, my direct opposite. And they're perfect. INFPs were a little bit rare. We make up 1%. We're not very common. We're our own breed of cats. Anyway. But there's something here. Clearly, I feel like there's a bit of a love message here. But yeah, Pisces ex-girlfriend, ENFP. The Gemini first girlfriend, ENFP. and they literally get me the best. The thing I love about them the most is that they're just a whisper more social and outgoing than me. Not that I can't be social and outgoing, but if you were to do some research into the INFPs, you know, we're a tricky cat. Yeah. Okay, I kind of know where I'm going, because the other day when I was on a walk, like 2 days ago, and did I actually see more people, or is this... Okay, wait, hold on. A lot of downloads, a lot of things. Hold on. But it ties into another reading I just did, where I mentioned Michael C. Hall from Dexter, the show, and how he got referenced, because I was like, oh, like, he ended up marrying his coworker, and it didn't last that long, and I didn't know all the deets. But you know what? Good thing all of our devices are listening to solve a mystery, because what naturally has started to come up in my algorithm is the whole story of Michael C. Hall and Jennifer from the show Dexter. And actually, it's a beautiful message, and it actually, let this be a demonstration of love's capacity. So they fell in love on the show, they got married, but then Michael C. Hall was diagnosed with, oh, what's the name of that one cancer? Rare, terrible. But he overcame it, and suffice to say, between doing the show Dexter, doing chemo, and like just all the stuff that goes with cancer while filming a show and being married to your co-star, suffice to say, the relationship took a bit of a hit, and they did separate. But because the show continued, they had to film for like another 3 or 4 seasons after they divorced. And what's so beautiful is that regardless of their romantic relationship, not even dissolving, because you can see the love is still there, they have not only spoken so highly of one another, like, and the way that they worked together in those last 3 years, like, that's what I'm fucking talking about. The word transition's coming up. It's not a transition. Well, I guess it is a transition. There's a word I want to use. Spirit's giving me transition. Suffice to say, it makes me respect them even more that they were able to really go through some trying and difficult times, and instead of blaming or really hurting one another, even through their breakup and divorce, like, they kept it classy. And even after the fact, they both just have such love and adoration for one another, and I just think that's beautiful. So I wanted to celebrate that, but part of the message is within this, because when I was going back to that walk I was doing, I don't think I did. Here's the weird thing. I don't think I did see a couple. I don't know. I'm having like 2 weird memories, like a memory swap here. Anyway, work with me. Regardless of whether it was real in real life or somewhere else, I saw a couple walking together and like arm over the shoulder and like holding hands. And it made me think of Pisces' ex-girlfriend. And it made me think about the thing I miss the most, not only from that relationship, but like currently, and like my takeaway from the dissolution of my relationship with my son's mom, and then all the craziness of dealing with an NPD. But really, my takeaway from all of that was just like, oh, like, a best friend is where it's at, you know? And when I was thinking about Pisces' ex-girlfriend, I was thinking about, like, she's to me is like a soul sister, you know, like that romance phase that we had, but like what remains is just like, I love that person so much. Like, I always want the best for them. I always want to know that they're doing okay, and I trust them with my life, even if they're not in my life, or if we go, you know, a while without talking. I trust them implicitly. I always will. And I was thinking about how, yeah, like, if there was anyone I could hang out with today, in that, if like no mom, no rules, if if life could just pick us both up and just put us together in this moment and go for a walk, that would be my favorite thing. And and again, not in a sexualized romantic way, but I absolutely would. That Pisces ex-girlfriend, great hugger, healer, great sense of touch. That's the type of person that kind of, again, the friendship, the camaraderie, where you just want to like drape your arm and be like, I haven't seen you in such a long time. How are you doing? You know, like the love is there, but it's not romantic. Do you know what I mean? It's not sexy. It's just love. It's just, it's cherishing. It's respect. It's just, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? So, there's something here about this. What deck do I want to use? Yeah. Either you're about to get a best friend, or, I don't know, there's something here about friendship. Yeah, everyone needs a best friend. You gotta at least have one. You gotta have a person, your person. Doesn't even have to be romantic. Again, not going back to romantic. That's the thing, sex does. It really does, because here's the thing. There are people that I absolutely adore and have crushes on. But because I value our friendship so much, I just wouldn't risk it, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? When you respect and love someone so much, you're like, I can't gamble on this. Like, the idea of losing you in any capacity, but our friendship, yeah, it's when the friendship is like the building block here. Yeah, best friends. And then if it goes sexy, because that's the thing, I always say this, I let Grandma know all the time, like, Grandma, if there's to ever be a smoochie in the future, it has to come best friend first. Because also, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, okay, what deck? What deck? Oh boy. I don't know why, because it's always got a bit of a more somber tone, even though it's beautiful. It's that one, the Whispers of Time. Oh, I love a good whisper. Okay. Yeah, what's going on, collective? You missing a best friend? Yeah, honestly, that's the one thing. Okay, let's call in the crowd favorites. God, Jesus, Grandma, Buddha, Archangels, all Ascended Masters, my benevolent ancestors. I learned to make a discernment here. I caught that from someone else where they're like, you know what? Not all ancestors want the best for you, and not all ancestors want the best for other people. You want to call in the ones that are like pro you, but also like, you know, for other people. Yeah, so call in the benevolence. All right, we're calling your spirit team. Who are you working with? Bring him in here. You know what? I've been working with Mother Mary today. A lot of people today. I'm all spice level. This is the thing. You want to know who knows about my spice level today? Spirit team. Oh, we had a staff meeting. Let's just put it that way. I called an emergency staff meeting to be like, y'all better fucking check yourself before you wreck yourself. There better be a report on the table by the end of the day. You better be showing some receipts. And if you can't handle it, pack your stuff and go. This is what I mean. Wrestle with your spirit team. I love them, but there are days where I'm like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? And not softly like this when I get spiced. Okay, Mother Mary, but she's a gem. Oh, the Magician. Oh, well, he's got his little red snuggie on there, otherwise known as a little wizard cape and hat. But it's giving snuggie. I think it's because it's nighttime. I'm loving the red, though. I love that. Well, he's got his little candle going. Oh, Jesus Christ, Timo. God, get off my phone. By the light of the moon. See, when I was trying to do all these readings, that was like one of the things. By the light of the moon. Yeah, I feel like that is a moon. By the light of the moon. Okay. Well, it's interesting that this magician, actually, I never thought about it until this moment, but like, normally when you see the magician, all the elements are there. But what I love about this is that we're seeing the process of learning the craft. Like perhaps this is his own grimoire, he's going over his own spells, or like things, the notes that he's taken. Perhaps this is another one, but like, to me spells are just recipes, right? No different than a cookbook. Call it grimoire or cookbook, same thing. By the light of the moon. Sorry, they're giving me a memory about Pisces' girlfriend, actually. There was a point after our breakup, and our breakup had to do with a cult leader. Obviously, if it's coming from me. Jesus Christ. I know, guys, my stories are out of this world. Yeah, I had to do with a spiritual teacher. I'm of the mindset that they are a cult leader. There's a lot of people who are in this spiritual group that have now come forward and also have gone onto the internet. There's different sites that you can look up to check in on different spiritual groups and full-on cults, and just check in to see what people are reporting. Anyways, I'm not the only one to say that this person, cult leader, also probably an NPD classic. And so the dissolution of our relationship was due to the cult leader. And so it was really hard for me, to be honest. And so what they're showing me by the light of the moon, there's this one summer evening in Toronto, and I gotta say, there's a lot of things I don't love about Toronto, but having lived there for off and on for like, I don't know, like 15 years, the summers in Toronto, again, late at night, we were living in the East End. Anyways, I'd go for these long walks, and there was this big full moon, and I remember thinking to myself, I may not ever get the closure that I need from this. Like, this person that I love is having a different experience of their spiritual teacher, and I just may never hear the things that I want to hear from this person, you know? Creating conditions. There's something here about this. I don't know. This magician card is really by the light of the moon. Endings. Okay, speaking of cult leader. Okay, there's something here. So this woman, again, had a huge impact on my life, and I thought about her for years. And I was just thinking about this actually the other night, because so this cult leader brought the ending of the relationship with Pisces' girlfriend. And to be honest, guys, like, she was my forever person. This is the person I thought I was gonna be with, and I wanted to. Like, I really loved, you know, romantically Pisces' girlfriend. So when this occurred, it was very jarring. And last year, I went to a psychic fair. I was driving back from Montreal, going towards Ottawa, and there was a psychic fair that happens every year, and it just travels around. And so, again, and it was a full moon. Oh, it was really cold, and I stopped off, and I went inside, and I was going around the tables to see who the different psychics were, and I didn't have my glasses on, and so I pulled up, and there's a woman at the table, And she was like, oh, do you know about boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo? And then I was like, oh my God. I was like, in my mind, I was like, girl, yeah, I know all about you. I used to fucking hang with you fucking little tigers and that cult leader behind you. But my point to this, though, is that she didn't have the same impact on me. She just was like a fart in the breeze. This person that had really, yeah, just suffice to say, I thought about her for years to be like, you fucking, like, you know, again, people who abuse their power, people who take advantage of people, people who under the guise of things of like, yeah, spiritual leadership, for me, can also come in the form of when I talk about lateral violence, but people who work in helping professions and abuse their power, people in the judicial system that abuse their power. So huge impact. But what was so funny, well, not funny, is that right after I saw her, well, kapow, that's when all was revealed about the person who birthed me, where I was like, oh my God, another personality disordered person. And it ended. Like, that last instance, last winter, that has severed all ties. Like, we are done. So, this person, and it's funny, I did pull, when I was doing the other reading, it was the death card out of Kimmy K. And I believe Andy was just talking in her YouTube beginning about something about the Orion belt and then the other belt, but one represents death. Yeah, there really is an ending and a beginning here. And very, like, big energy, like big boy death. Like, it's giving Big Daddy, but like Saturn Daddy, like hard lessons Daddy. And with that death, yeah, painful endings, but like really then a magical new beginning. Oh my God, we're 22 minutes and we're at one card. What the fuck's going on? Okay, so we have the Magician. 2 pages to the moon. Oh, there's the 9 of Cups. Huh, yeah, the moon. I had a feeling we'd see the moon. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups to the Page of Swords. Someone's working on something. Because now, I see that the next card, see, we're going back to the new moon. So since the new moon, one of you, collective, because again, this is love, one of you has been working on something, you've been creating something, like a recipe. Yeah, because with spell work, or any kind of discipline, but sometimes you have to go back to the drawing board. I feel like, again, like I said, it's like you have to, and I'm saying in another video, you have to look at the results and be like, okay, I did X, Y, and Z. This is the recipe I came up with. And even in cooking, oh my God, I was a cook for many years. Cooking and baking, totally different, right? Baking is a real science. So yeah, if it says X, Y, and Z and you miss a little bit or you don't do it in the right thing. So I feel like someone's going back to the drawing board, but they're working on a new recipe. Yeah, they're cooking up something because they keep using cookbook. They're cooking up a little something. A little recipe of love. See, look, I think it's going to come out because it's the full moon. This is the current energy by the light of the moon. It's being activated, almost like a sigil. There's an activation. Well, tomorrow's and today's Thursday, technically, so we're in Jupiter's energy. Tomorrow is Friday, which is also the Lion's Gate, but it's falling on Venus. Ooh, boy. Like, if there was ever a time for movement, it would be tomorrow. But the full moon isn't quite yet. Okay. But this person who's been working on a little recipe here, yeah, they're a little look-see-loo, a little watcher. I'm watching you. You know what I gotta say though, out of all the ones, again, he's not sallow. He's looking fresh. He's giving freshy vibes. Yeah, he's well fed. His pallor looks good. I love his hair. It's breezy. Loving the clouds behind him. Yeah, the sword of truth, but he's a watcher. Okay, so someone's watching. And the moon is going right underneath that magician where we see the moon. The keyhole. Yeah. A portal. Literally, which is about to happen tomorrow. And it's so close to this full moon. A portal is opening by the light of the moon. I'm really loving the crickets right now. I don't think I've ever heard them so loud from the backyard. This might be the first night. Oh, crickets do rub their little legs together. A little sing-song. What I like about these cards, again, there's some of it can feel somber, but there's a richness, because a lot of these have that oil painting feel, so it's very rich. There's a lot of layers here, depth, but it's very tranquil, and I like that. Okay, well, guess who's going? Knight of Cups. Oh boy, see, again, preparing. And now, by the light of the moon, there's gonna be some movement. Okay. Well, that's not too shabby, is it? Okay. Well, who's going underneath the Page of Swords? Okay, so we've been watching. Now you're on this horse. What's next? The Wheel of Fortune. She doesn't look very happy, to be honest. Like, for a Wheel of Fortune, oh, because maybe she's been slogging away. Yeah, she's facing my left, so it's the past. She's been on the bottom of the wheel. Yeah, she's been working away. Something's about to shift. This portal, and even for, to be honest, in my own cards, the last couple days, there's endings. Like, the World card came out like 20 million times today for me. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, well, Magician Moon, who's next? I love this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna have a really good sleep tonight. I'm so tired, guys. I don't know what it is, been about like the last 3 or 4 days. I'm sleeping in. Wild. Okay. 8 of Wands. Here it comes. Yeah. It's coming. And see, by the light of the moon, now it's like, it's the new dawn. I'm always gonna sing Nina Simone, or say, Nina, like, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. But we forget the first, I never say the first part. Isn't it birds flying high? You know how I feel. Or something, no. Oh, the whole first part of the song is just delicious. Anyway, all we know is it's a new dawn, it's a new day. Everyone's feeling good. Yes. Wait. Okay, who's going underneath Page of Cups to Knight of Cups? What's going underneath there? Because now we're seeing movement. Yeah, like, it's just like, oh boy. Knight of Wands. Oh boy, yeah, we're really picking up speed. So it's like love, big time. And this is the horse. He's tired. He's really got, you know where he needs to go? He needs to go to South Korea to get some facial treatments. Like, Stat. They are the leaders of skincare. They would have his wrinkles worked out. Oh yeah, we'd have gua sha stones. Yeah, he needs like a lymphatic drain. He needs some stuff. Yeah, the passion. Oh, but also, this looks like Mars, right? And that would explain why this horse is so goddamn tired. Okay. Well, we got a real big boy coming in from a far away place. Okay. So what's going underneath the Page of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Pentacles? Well, they want to offer you something. Well, they want to offer you love, passion. Tell me more about this magician. I'm captivated. I just want to look at him. I find this card very peaceful, and as someone who really, I do love oil paintings. I didn't always love doing oil paintings, but I have such an appreciation. Again, there's depth. I really love his red robe. I don't know. There's something here. Tell me about this magician, please, and thank you. Tell me more about who this person is. Oh, so sorry, guys. Oh, boy. You're the Tower. Yeah, like, there's a lot of major arcana on the table. I feel like this is the power of that recipe. Like, whatever... And I don't feel like... This isn't like them doing spell work on you. But there is something here about power. This portal. Like, I don't know. But it's like, they go back to the drawing board, and they kind of figure it out. They're alone. See, like, that's them. They're all alone. They're the only one alone up in this tower. They're probably an INFP too, to be honest. We're loners. But then, yeah, like something, again, like what I was saying, like the activation by the light of the moon, something gets activated. And then it just like takes off. Their energy though is very, yeah, it's big boy. Okay, well, oh, the creator and like the magician, they create, they're a creator. And the tower's destruction, the ending and the beginning. Oh, here we go. Look at this, look at this. We have the Four of Wands to the Three of Cups to the Chariot. Oh boy. It's smoochies. And I love this guy. He's got his cool shades on. Yeah. I love that. I don't know why that tickles me so. Because he's so serious. And it's the elongation of all these people. But see, in these two cards, these are like the really soft cards. Oh, and look, it's a new... Yeah, someone's gonna leave this old dump ass tower. It's old, yeah. You too. Okay, that's nice. Celebratory. Now, for some reason, it always drives me crazy. I always see what I call like the death metal writing all through here. And I feel like it does spell something. Oh, is this one I always say is pleasure? Yeah, because I always think that this is like a P. Oh, sorry guys, the lighting's terrible. It ends in E. This could be the L. Yeah, pleasure. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, excuse me. Literally, I don't know why. It's overtaking me. Okay, well. Oh, you know I love to see her. MP Empress. Yeah, she's all business. Okay. So, how does this connect though, Spirit? Like, you had me telling the story. It's usually like we come full circle here. Michael C. Hall, Dexter, Pisces girlfriend. Oh, the sun. The sun and the moon. Yeah, the moon is really gonna gift something. Like, I know we're all hanging on by the seat of our pants here in life. And Channy did say, she's like, just get to the 11th. It's, oh yeah, anyway, I can barely handle this week. It's like, it's literally fatiguing me. Ways that I'm like, in 4 years, I'm like, oh God, I'm just sleeping. Sleeping, dreaming and dreaming. I do love this card though. Like the energy itself. Because remember? Yeah, it's the Ten of Cups in this one. I don't like that guy. I hate that Ten of Cups. But, that being said, I feel like I know exactly what the sunrise, the way that they've like depicted these clouds and the gradation of color here, I'm like, I know exactly what that sunrise would feel like. Like, I'm there. And the little sun is a little third eye. I don't know if I've ever seen a sun with this third eye out and about. Okay. Well. Oh my God. Guys, I don't even know if I can finish this video. It's outrageous. I'm so sorry. It's not that I'm not having a great time. I started this video. I was laid down. I felt good enough. I was like, oh, my terrible mood has shifted. And now I can finally do a nice video. I'm just, oh, you know what it is? It's when something really stressful has been removed. Yeah. When something that you've been dealing with non-stop, the ending of this world, but because you've been in overdrive for so long, for some of you it could have been years, like, ugh, but there's something about this new world, one ending, a new beginning, but it's like the old world really took a lot out of you. But it's like, as soon as that energy has been lifted though, you're gonna see, I feel like there's just this falling of fatigue because you've been holding something for so long, and part of this new world is like, we gotta rest you up, but like, you're gonna feel it. Yeah, I feel like I could just collapse in fatigue. Yeah, rest up, because this person wants to be knocking boots. Like, you're about to be loved in all the ways. Not just sexual. It will be sexual for sure. Yeah, Hermit Town. Yeah, see, look, he's ready for bed too. This is like when Bonita comes and gets me when I've gone past our bedtime, and she pulls herself out of the slumber, and it's just like, comes and finds me and is like, can we go to bed now? Yeah. Wow, Page of Wands. Huh. There's a lot of pages out here. This person is the Magician and the Tower. Oh, ridiculous. Just fire me. But they show up as the pages, and I've just mentioned recently that I really like to see it when someone has a more elevated, higher status within the cards, because it just shows that they have been on the journey enough, that they've done the work, they've learned some things. So this person's powerful. They have presence. You're gonna have presence. If you're the Magician, like, just picture like Dumbledore, but then with the Tower backing him. He kind of already had that, but like, yeah, we got... But they're pages and knights for you. I don't know. There's something... Well... Huh. They're reminding me that when I met Pisces' girlfriend... Excuse me. We were young, and it took us I always say 10 years, but I think actually when I did the math, it was like 6 or 7 years. But from the time that we met in friendship, and when we met in friendship, we were best BFFs immediately. Like the night that we met at that party, it was like the next after that, it was on like Donkey Kong. So again, that best friend friendship was there initially, and then Pisces had feelings for me first, and then I just was a hot mess. I was not equipped, and then we had this really intense psychic connection. So that was also, oh man, it was so intense. It was so intense. That's what it was. And it took 6 or 7 years to swing around. So maybe something started for you guys a while ago, or when you were younger, and now it's coming back around. That Wheel of Fortune, and it's elevated tonight. Not for all of you. I'm really sensing that's just for a smattering. For the other parts of you guys, I like the pages because, again, they're not bitter or jaded. It's just enthusiasm. They're excited. They're passionate. They're eager. They want to learn. They want to show up. They want to do their best, you know? It's hard to find that energy these days, especially once you get into your 40s. Like, everyone's like, D-Town, divorce. Everyone we know is like, either you're an empath or you're a personality disordered person, you know? So, like, it's really hard to dream those little dreams again that you did when you were younger, when you're thinking about love. Oh, this person is gonna make you feel, yeah. Like, to be honest, I use Pisces girlfriend as a receipt to hold up against people. Because, again, when you forget, it takes a little NPD abuse to be like, I don't trust anyone. And so I always say, you gotta find something to anchor into. A couple winters ago, when I was really losing my shit, just deep in the trenches with my son's mom, 9,000 out of 10, terrible. And again, really feeling like I was like, how am I ever gonna trust another human being again? And who can I trust? But because Pisces girlfriend and we share a psychic connection, I just talked to her like I talked to my grandma. I just went to meditation and I just talked to her. And yeah, there's something here. I don't know. Well, actually, this person could be a water sign, and I was thinking about that. Hey, we're in Jupiter hour now. Look at that. Jupiter and Jupiter expansion. Okay. Well, what I was gonna say though is that, like, undeniably, the sign that I have felt the most love in my life has been Pisces. My grandma was a Pisces. She loved the shit out of me. I have spent the least amount of time with that person in this life, and yet I know unequivocally my grandmother's love is, I don't even believe it. I know it. There's no doubt that my grandma loves me like no other. And then, yeah, 3 Pisces and a Gemini. Out of my whole life, I would say those are the 4 people I know. And I'm so grateful to have been able to have that kind of love before life then threw me into the NPDs. Like, I really am so grateful to have those flavors to be like, yes, this is what love is. Yes, I know. Yes, I've experienced it, and yes, I'll be able to recognize it again. I don't know, this is a weird reading. 6 of Wands to the 6 of Swords. Well, whether it's you or this person, but yeah, like, there is movement, and it's successful. He's illuminated by the light of the moon. I don't know, guys. I kind of feel, yeah, there's just been a weird feeling. I don't know, this is the best reading of the day so far. But I'm literally overcome with the crazy fatigue. I think something has been lifted, because, like, even with that mood, like, guys, you have not seen me spice level 9,000. Yeah, and it was all day. I couldn't shake it. I did all my tips and tricks. I gave it to fire. I called in all of the spirit team. Did it all. It helped a whisper, perhaps, and I really didn't even leave the house until later, because I was like, yeah, I don't know. But I like that reading. Yeah, there's something so peaceful. There's so much peace right now. I think that's what's leading to this fatigue. Like, I have to go to bed, like, right now. I'm gonna turn this off and just literally, I'm not even gonna post this. Like, I just go get Bonita. Where is she? Oh yeah, she's sleeping. I'm gonna go get her. Tuck her into bed with me. And the crickets. Yeah, this is the first night I've ever heard the crickets outside of the backyard window. I love the sound of crickets. Well, I'm gonna leave it there. Sorry, this was a weird reading. It is what it is. Just one man. But what I can tell you is beautiful. We know it's a love reading. We know it's good. This person's coming in. They've been working on something. Or you've been working on. I don't know who. Yeah, sometimes dipping in. I don't know who's who out there who I'm picking up on. Your person, you, who fits in. But, you know. Okay. Well, that was a pleasure. Alright, I'm gonna go tuck myself right back in. Yeah, I'm gonna get tucky. I'm gonna go get a softie, put the air conditioner back on. Hopefully I have amazing dreams. I hope you guys have amazing dreams. And tomorrow's the portal. Yeah, may that old world, we're done with the old world. Are we not? Can we collectively just say, like, we're done? Old world, all these things, just please. Ugh. Someone hit the reset button. I think we could all use it. A little Kit Kat break. Yeah. Okay, well. Stay blessed. Stay golden. See you on the upswing.